Hello and welcome to this section of the TI-89 Calculator Tutor. In this section we're going to switch gears completely and begin to talk about solving differential equations with this calculator. And I have to say, there are limitations to what it can do, but just the fact that you can solve any differential equation in a handheld device in a pretty quick amount of time is really amazing, actually. So just keep in mind, it's not a supercomputer. If you type a complicated differential equation in, it's a good chance it won't be able to solve it. Or if it can solve it, it'll sometimes put the solution in a form that doesn't really look really nice to you. And sometimes it won't be able to solve it at all. But in those cases, you need to take the good with the bad. The fact that it can solve any of them is a good deal. So when you're starting out in differential equations, learning all of the solution methods can be daunting, but the fact that you can do a little bit of these guys in your calculator is really a good thing. So the TI-89 can, in a built-in fashion, solve first-order and second-order differential equations. When you get higher than that, the calculator really isn't going to be able to help you out too much. But the good news is in real life, first and second order equations really cover an enormous amount of real life problems in engineering and other sciences and math and things like that. So it can really solve practical problems is really what I'm trying to say. So what we need to do to access it is look under the calculus menu. We've spent quite a bit of time doing differentiation and integration and limits and sums and things like that. But if you scroll past the arc length, there's one biggie down here that we never did talk about, and that's DE-solve, differential equation solve. That is the magic command that's going to solve your differential equations. Now, before we actually get into typing in our differential equation and solving it, it's a good idea to go to the cleanup menu, F6, so that's second function and up here. Clear your single letter variables out, just clear them. Because if you start typing in a differential equation with x and y and you have values stored in x and y, then it's going to lead to problems. So just clear it out. And at this point, we're ready to go. So let's go back to the calc menu. And let's scroll down to DE-solve, differential equation solve. So like I said, the calculator has a built-in ability to solve first order and second order differential equations. It can solve homogeneous differential equations and it can solve non-homogeneous differential equations. That means that you have a forcing function on the right hand side of the equal sign, non-zero or zero, depending on how that's set up. It's going to be called non-homogeneous or homogeneous. And it also has the ability to solve initial value problems. In other words, a differential equation with an initial condition. So we'll learn all of these things in due time. But first, let's start with the basics. The way you input a differential equation into this calculator is you